This is an emergency alert. I'm not kidding anymore, guys. I think we're on the verge of that black swan occurring. Okay? Now, we were the only people to call it before the storm even hit, by the way. Look what's happening. Everyone is getting liquidated, right? And plus, we have large and huge developments on XRP's chart, which is basically foreshadowing of what's to come in the coming days to a week or so. Breaking crypto liquidations resume, sending Bitcoin back below $90,000. $200 million worth of levered positions have been liquidated over the last 4 hours. Right, Bitcoin is falling down. You guys see this, right? Remember, the target is basically in the 60 to 70k region. Okay, now look where XRP is at, $2.03. So this is insane, guys, because I think it just got triggered. What do you guys notice on this on XRP's chart right here? Right, huge developments, by the way. You guys see something that I see? Look at this. Bottom, 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 and we're right here right now in the present moment. Okay, do you guys notice something? They're just too close to each other, all these bottoms, aren't they? Right, which means there are people longing XRP and putting their stop losses under this low, under this low, under this low, and under that low. What does that mean, extra VOD? Well, that means sooner or later they're just gonna go like this. You guys see this? Liquidity has been formed. I repeat, I think they're about to rip the bandage off finally. Right? As soon as they do this, by the way, right, it's like the faster they do it, the better it is for us. So we're not suffering as much, right? And they're not playing a game of going up, down, up, down. Instead, you just take in one full swoop, that's it. Right? Liquidity has been formed on the bottom side, and they're going to take it probably in the coming days. Okay? Now let's go check the RSI. Right, the RSI is a fascinating indicator, guys, because if you go on the weekly charts, right, and check this out, guys, look at this. So this is on the weekly chart of XRP, correct? Now, what do you guys notice with the RSI? Well, there is a bullish or some type of hidden bullish divergence forming on the weekly chart. From this area to there's a question mark here because the bottom hasn't been formed yet. Okay, the RSI here, and then somehow I think what they want to do with the RSI is come down to the oversold region, right? Well, these levels are extreme, by the way. Overbought basically marked the short-term top, right? It's been holding since a year now, and then if we hit oversold, what is it going to do? Probably mark, definitely will mark the bottom, guys. Okay, so that's what I think that it's happening with XRP here. They're going to take this liquidity, right? So swoop it down, and then the RSI comes down like this, and then bring it back up. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Right? It's going to be a V-shaped recovery due to the black swan, guys, and they're just going to buy it all up, right? Remember, during these times, you do not want to sell. Okay, because while XRP is going lower, there's still money flowing in. They're buying your XRP as cheap as possible. XRP ETF inflows at $900 million, right? As day 13 inflow streak outperforms Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. And guess what just happened? XRP ETF tracker just hit. This is a huge milestone. Total assets under management, $1 billion plus $1 billion, right? $1 billion and a little bit of change right there for 5 ETFs. Look at this, right? For the XRP locked, 473 million, right? So, yeah, guys, this is pretty insane if you ask me. Okay, now, yeah, I mean, again, the lower the prices go, this is okay. This is another reason why they're dumping XRP, by the way, if you guys haven't realized. They timed it specifically, the ETFs, right? They timed the ETFs because when this whole correction is done and over with, right, in the coming months, guys, when this whole correction is done and over with, you know what's going to be happening next? Double digits, probably. I'm not kidding either, right? So that's why they launched the ETFs at this specific point, so they could buy everyone's XRP before they blast it to new heights. I'm saying it right now, that's the plan right here, right? It's a sinister plan. The question is, are you selling or not? Don't sell, Okay, do not sell. Volume is red across the board except for XRP. Isn't that a little bit strange? Right, huge volumes for XRP, guys, probably because everyone's interested in XRP, right? Even though prices are dumping, but why? So they dump the market, then Charles Schwab, Vanguard, and Bank of America all roll out crypto to their clients in the same week. What a happy coincidence, exactly. Not to mention, he forgot about the XRP ETFs, right? XRP, I've realized something, by the way. You don't have to look at any other charts. You could solely look at the XRP and realize what's upcoming most of the times, which means it's a leading indicator, right? So the ETFs launch, which we knew they were probably going to dump it because it's following Bitcoin's trajectory, and then once they buy and happy with their bags, right, buy it all up, they're going to pump it. In the coming months, though, we're going to be out of the storm. Not yet. Okay? Now, how do we know we will go lower? Because Japan's 2-year yield jumps above 1.03% for the first time since the global financial crisis. The yields are still going higher and higher, no matter which yield it may be here, right? Which bond. They're still going to keep going higher, guys, which matches up perfectly with the game plan here, right? And I think it's about to happen literally soon, right? No, imminent. Right now, I don't know if you are bearish. I wouldn't be if I were you. XRP hit its highest fear level since October, when similar bearish sentiment preceded a 22% rally in November, suggesting another buying opportunity, right, is right here in our hands, right? So this is the time to be buying. I wouldn't buy right now. I would buy when they flash crash it, okay? And just blindly buy if you can. And that's what I would do, guys. Literally, don't even look at the price, right? If you see a huge red candle, buy. It's going to be easy money. Now, Tom Lee says crypto has bottomed. I personally don't believe so until XRP chart says so.
Number two, I think crypto prices have bottomed. And I think that in the next 8 weeks, we're going to shatter the Bitcoin 4-year cycle. I don't think it's going to be a 4-year cycle this time.
Right, that's the same opinion I have, guys. Where it's going to slip into 2026, right? The cycle, guys, and probably last until the end of 2026. So the game plan is quite clear: hold, buy, and survive until 2026. Because Treasury Secretary Bessent says 2026 is going to be a great year for the U.S. economy. You guys see this, right? It's always been 2026, guys, right? And guess who said it first? I don't even have to mention it. You guys know which community, right? A special one in that, indeed. Now, Bitcoin has dumped after the last 3 FOMCs. Will December 10th be different? Okay, so let's talk about Bitcoin. What's happening with Bitcoin here? So Bitcoin, okay, has always dumped after the last 3 FOMC. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. The 4th one is imminent. Okay, so each one of these dumped the price of Bitcoin, guys. Okay, so I'm guessing is history about to repeat for Bitcoin, right? Dump it again. Okay, so the pattern is clear until it's broken. I don't think it's happening yet, right? But again, I do believe end of December we'll see green, guys. Right, yeah, just because they're going to tie in the Christmas season, right? The energy, the vibe of it, all green later on. For now, they're about to buy everyone's bags up. Historically, when November turns red for Bitcoin, December always follows in red too. Oh, this is an interesting statistic. November for Bitcoin, red. What happened in December? Red. November, red. December, red. November, red. 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 So what's about to happen here? Will the trend break this time? Right? November in the red. December, if you were to follow the pattern here, means red. Okay? But I have a feeling towards the end of December, just because of like tax harvesting, what these people will do, guys, right? They'll sell their cryptos so they could offset, right, their big losses this year, and then they want prices to go higher for that matter, I think, as well, right, or something along those lines. But I think that's what's happening here. I think For now, we'll be in the red, but later on, we're going to be in the green, right? Binance founder CZ says he predicts many more all-time highs coming soon, right? So if you were to see all this while we're seeing the red, guys, or blood in the streets, are you bearish or bullish? In reality, right? You should be bullish, guys, during these turmoil times, most definitely. So the game plan here, I believe, once again, for now, right? Maybe in the coming week or two, okay. Remember, December 10th is FOMC. Huge, and every time we have seen FOMC the past couple months, Bitcoin has always stopped. December 19th, I think it is, right, is Japan's decision on cutting, holding, or hiking rates. 3 a.m. So those are the two most important dates. I think what's going to happen here, oh, I forgot to mention, people are going to be front running. You guys see this? Wait a second, hold on. Now it makes sense perfectly. You know why? Because people are going to be front running the Japanese rate hike, guys, coming soon. That's December 19th. And if everyone believes they're going to do it, right, which everyone believes and forecasting it, what's about to happen? Oh, wow, so they're going to front run the dump, which is a huge possibility. You know, back in July, I think 2024, when Japan hiked rates as well, where was it? It was right here. You could tell by that. You could tell by the chart, because there's a huge damn wick right here created. Not July, but it was August, it seems like. Okay, yeah, it seems like it was this area. I think, I'm pretty sure, right? Unless I'm mistaken. There's literally a huge wick form right there, right? But why this happened? It seemed like insiders front ran the rate hike, right? You guys can see how Bitcoin is already dumping. And then they flash crashed it. All the insiders bought in, and from that point onward, that marked the actual bottom, right? So if we were to see some front running again, which Bitcoin already has seen it, like this, right? If we were to see front running before December 19th, it's gonna go down like this, okay? And then flash crash, and then V-shaped out of there before 2026 occurs. I think that's what's about to happen, looking at all the different indicators and data and all that stuff, metrics. Now, financial advice, we're at the cusp of it. A large move incoming, a flash crash. I do believe so myself, and prepare for it. What is Sophie's Amazingness? See ya.